So we're here today talking about our new Limelight pedal, which is a dual channel boost and overdrive that we developed with Electronic Audio Experiments.
So the Limelight came together when I met John a few years ago at a show in Boston, and he told me about his company and had a lot of enthusiasm for the projects he was working on.
Basically last year we had this idea that we should try and develop our own pedal that resonates with the things that we're into and the types of guitar tones we like. Super transparent overdrives, real chimey and bright, but with a lot of clarity.
So we got together and talked about pedals we like and exchanged ideas, and he ended up delivering us a pedal in Boston a few months later. We brought it with us on the road and ended up kind of fine-tuning the details of it to get exactly what we wanted out of it.
Clayton and I basically switched off every other night. One of us would use it and think about things that we would want to change, having road tested it in a variety of different rooms with different guitars, different size stages.
And then we finally got the circuit nailed down and brought it with us to the studio.
When we did our new album, Lament.
This one is the one that we had in the studio with us.
Once we got a little bit further down the line, we started basically figuring out the look of the enclosure and the artwork and wanted it to line up with the whole album's aesthetic. We all like vintage stuff. We all like things that are handmade, so we wanted it to have the kind of feel of a lot of the older pedals that we get to play with from time to time in the studio. So it's basically a boost and an overdrive in one.
So simplicity was a big part of the design. Simplicity is something we always go for. My favorite thing about this actually is being able to just leave it on and be able to have dynamics where you can still play clean, pick it lightly, get a really nice, full, clean sound. And the harder you dig in, the better the gain sounds and the more high gain it starts to sound. With two guitars not always being a lead or rhythm player, so being able to have this really wide sweep on the tone here helps with that a lot, so that we can kind of balance each other's guitars out. And even more so here on the focus switch here.
I've been listening to Touché Amoré for the better part of a decade, so when the band approached me to design their new overdrive, the Limelight, I leapt at the chance. Limelight is a two-channel pedal. One side is an overdrive, taking some distant inspiration from your Tube Screamer and Blues Breaker style feedback clipping designs. We came up with something new that has maximum clarity and dynamic range to really emphasize both the twang and the heaviness of their guitar tones. My favorite feature is the focus toggle, which changes the bass going into the gain section, and this has a dramatic impact on both the right hand feel and the overall texture to help you match with different pickups. We also included a boost channel. With an extra 20 dB of gain up front, you can use this independently, or you can use it to push the drive side even harder.